Mafia The Old Country will be a short game, and here's why. In a recent Vortex article written by Kristina Solkova, Hangar 13 developers were asked how long is the game for an ordinary player, and Mafia TOC executive producer Devin Hitch responded, "We can't say a specific number of chapters or minutes of cutscenes, but it's very, very similar to Mafia Definitive Edition. If you played a Mafia Definitive Edition from 2020, then you will intuitively understand the scope and ambition of this project." It takes roughly 10.5 hours to beat the Mafia 1 remake, so expect the same for Mafia The Old Country. IGN played Mafia TOC for 3 hours, and here's what they had to say in their hands-on preview.
In roughly 3 hours, I played 3 chapters, but how many chapters are there? Whatever the number is, it didn't feel like a story that was going to be wrapped up in a tidy 6 hours. I don't know how long The Old Country ultimately is, but when factoring in the studio president's comment about wanting everyone to see the end credits roll, as well as the $50 price tag, it's safe to presume that this won't be a 40 or even 30-hour game. But for my money, that's fine. I'm a dad with a job. I'm good with Mafia The Old Country being a game I can get through in a weekend or two.
And in an IGN article written by Wesleyan Poole, 2K Games president David Ismailer said, "We think there's a large audience for compelling stories that don't require massive time commitments. We're excited to offer a game like Mafia The Old Country in our portfolio, and to provide a linear, highly polished narrative experience that can easily complement the other more persistent games our players also love and engage with on a more consistent basis." For those who don't know, Hangar 13 Games are the developers of Mafia The Old Country, and the publishing company is 2K Games, and the parent company of 2K Games is Take-Two Interactive. Yes, the same Take-Two that owns Rockstar Games. Take-Two owns both Mafia and the Grand Theft Auto series. In an earnings call with investors, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick was asked why the game was priced at $50, and here's what he had to say.
We did lose connection with Mr. Kreitz. We will move to our next question. Eric Handler with Roth Capital. Your line is open.
Good afternoon. Thanks for the question. First, I thought it was very interesting with all the industry discussion that's been going on about maybe prices for games going up to $80. You chose a different tact with Mafia and doing a $50, $60 price SKU. Can you maybe talk about what went into that decision, and do you see future game releases sort of having a variable pricing along a wide range scale?
So thanks, Eric. We've always had variable pricing, and the rubric that we employ is one of delivering way more value to consumers than what we charge. That's our job. We aim to make the best entertainment on earth and bring that to all consumers wherever they are. And we need to deliver value in so doing. So that's really how we look at it. In the case of Mafia The Old Country, we think it's extraordinary. It looks amazing. And we want to get it into as many hands as we possibly can. And I think our view is that if you create a huge hit and everyone wants it and everyone buys it, the revenue is going to take care of itself.
It seems Mafia The Old Country will be a game that you can beat in a day or two, similar to Mafia 1 and Mafia 2. I like those games, so personally I don't have a problem with the game's length. But let me know down in the comments what you think about all of this. Are you disappointed at the game's length being short and around 10 hours to complete? Or do you think it's fine given the discounted price? The standard edition is $50, and the deluxe edition, which has all downloadable content, is $60. Let me know in the comments below. For the latest Mafia The Old Country news, updates, and content, subscribe to Mafia Game videos.